If you've been curious about Seint, but you don't know where to start and you're on a tight budget and you just don't have the investment for all the things and all the brushes, I got you. Today, we are gonna do Seint on a budget. Hi, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, I am Michelle Spieler. I'm an over 25-year professional makeup artist who has a real heart to help women over 40 look and feel their best. I just turned 55 this summer. And while, we have the gels and the sagging neck, we find ways to enhance the features that we love, to take attention off of the areas that we find as pain points. And that's what I love to do, is educate women of all ages. So welcome. And I'm also the creator of the Mature Makeup Masterclass. I created a series of 21 videos, all on mature technique, all budgets, luxury, mid-range, drugstore. We cover skincare. And I do need to update that skincare too. I really want to update it with skin cycling, a new thing I've been doing the last 2 months that I love. So I need to do that. I need to update. Hang tight. I will tell you that for $57 to get 21 videos that you can keep forever is pretty remarkable, because I see younger women on Instagram charging well over $57 just for one video, just like maybe the basics, like 1 hour video on how to do a whole face for like $100. So you are getting a deal. I priced it low on purpose. I wanted everyone to have access to it. I didn't want anyone to feel like they had to make a payment plan. And it's kind of my gift to you, keeping it low so that everyone can afford it. Okay. So let's talk about a couple things real quick, a couple things in business. First of all, for those of you who helped me with Tate, my little Yorkie puppy, he's almost a year old. He'll be a year old on November 22nd. He has been eating his poop because we got him from a breeder when he was about 11 or 12 weeks. So he was already an older puppy. His whole litter was gone. He was the last. And so some of you said he was probably eating his poop because he was left alone in a crate and he didn't want to sleep and play next to his feces, so he ate it. Ugh. Anyway, many of you said, give him pineapple. And we were like, okay, we love pineapple. We'll go get pineapple. And, I was gone for half a week in New York City, and then I came back and did a wedding. And so my husband was really on top of it, feeding Tate little teeny chunks of pineapple 3 to 4 times a day. And I am happy to report it worked. It worked. I cannot believe pineapple stopped him from eating his poop. He hasn't eaten his poop one time in over a week and a half, and he's been eating it daily. Oh, I can't even stand talking about it, but I'm so thankful I can talk about that with you guys. I also want to say you guys are the best audience in the world. We are a real community here. I see many of you talking and answering each other in comments, which I get such a kick out of. I feel very close to you, and I'm just so thankful you're here. Do you know I am real close, this close to 40,000 subscribers. 2 years ago, I had 800, and I'm almost at 40,000, and it's just grown organically. I don't do any tricks or tips. I don't take workshops on how to grow your YouTube. I don't watch YouTubes on how to grow your YouTube. I just show up weekly. I share from the heart. And I'm so thankful that you feel that I'm your friend. Like, we're doing a one-on-one right now. I'm right in your home and we're doing a one-on-one. And that's how I always want my YouTubes to feel. We're going to be quick today. And I know many of you are like, thank God, Michelle, can you keep this quick? Yes, I can. You can tell I have a full face of makeup on, so I will not be applying makeup today. Quickly, I wanted to say that this is my Mob Beauty lipstick that I created with Mob Beauty. They came to me and said, would you create a lipstick? And that was such a huge responsibility that I didn't want to do like a boring nude, because that's Michelle, a boring nude lip, right? I wanted to do something that you wanted. And so I asked my audience on TikTok, Instagram, and here on YouTube, what's your dream color? What color do you miss? What was discontinued? And overwhelming people asked for rosy, mauve, plum, or some order of that. And a lot of you mentioned loving earthy plums or earth tones with the plum back in the 90s. But as we went to the lab and created it and we all tried it on, I can tell you that now that we're mature, right? It's decades later, that like deeper, earthier, duller tone is not flattering. And we had to brighten it up a little bit. Shh, you're fine. So this is it. It looks much lighter on camera than in person, and it looks more like, ooh, I don't know, mauve pink, but it's actually quite plum. I have it on today, and I put a lip gloss over it, okay? So it's even, as I look in my mirror right here, it's even more like, oh, it's just so pretty. It's like, it's more plummy in person. Oh, UPS is here. That's why he's barking. Quiet. But I wanted to tell you, I believe it's sold out. They only started with 500 pieces. We did a live video on TikTok. We did a live video on Instagram. I've been really promoting this because you helped me make it. I made this for you, not for me. And turns out I can wear this color and I didn't think I could. I'm shocked. So it's sold out, but hang tight because they'll make more. That's the beauty of a small brand, is they can get back into the lab and make more. And what I love is it's refillable. So as you run out, you just buy a new refill and pop it in. Amazing. Also, I have a mob video on Saturday. So a long form video. My whole face is mob beauty. Again, mob beauty you can put into a compact just like the Seint. So that's what's coming Saturday, but the lipstick as of right now is sold out. Can you believe that? That's you guys. I think you know what time it is. Diet Dr. Pepper. Okay. My drugstore series has been very popular. I will do more. I'm excited, but I'm only going to do drugstore that feels high end. So don't say to me, what about CoverGirl? What about this? What about that? I don't want to offend anyone right now. I've never liked one CoverGirl product I've tried. I have tried it so many times. I will see an influencer on TikTok talk about CoverGirl and I'll run and buy it. I return it every single time. Do not ask me to try CoverGirl, okay? L'Oreal Age Perfect. It's a line made more for mature skin. Love it. I'll try to do more of that. I would love to do Flower Beauty because I used to buy Flower Beauty at Walmart years ago when money was really tight and I really liked it. Milani makes great makeup. There's more Korean brands coming to CVS. So I will do more drugstore. But when I mentioned that I think drugstore is more expensive than Seint, some of you agreed and disagreed. Now, granted, I don't have a lot of drugstore. I am a luxury girl or a mid-range, or because I'm a mature influencer, I have 40 or more boxes on my dining room table. We can't even eat at my dining room table. I have so many boxes of PR that ship to me daily, skincare, makeup. So I don't really like to go out and buy makeup because I have so much free makeup and skincare, okay? That said, I still want to help you navigate the drugstore and have it stay on. Again, if I do drugstore, it's got to be 8 or 9 hours wear. If it wears off in 3 or 4 hours, it's dead to me. I don't care. I don't care if it's $7.99 if it doesn't stay on. So I found that buying a whole face of drugstore was way more expensive than buying a few pans of Seint makeup. And so somebody in my comments, and I can't remember who, so please remind me in comments if it was you, but someone said, could you show us how to do Seint on a budget, like the very, very minimum things we would need so that it's not too expensive? And it can be, and the initial investment can be a hot cost, okay? Because you do need a certain amount of pans, and then I recommend our brushes. Our Seint brushes are made for this. I do say that you can get away with other brushes with the 3D line, but I truly 100% believe that the demi brushes are made for demi, and there's nothing out there that can really substitute it. But Kara, the owner, when I first learned about demi, like a year and a half ago on TikTok, Kara, the owner, of Seint and Demi was using little teeny tiny art store brushes with her Demi. So there are brushes out there that are affordable you can use with Demi. I just haven't tried them. I like the Demi brushes. But today I'm going to tell you real quick the bare minimum you need for Seint on a budget, the bare minimum, okay? And it's very equal to drugstore, except it's long wearing and you just replace the pan when you hit. Look, these Demis. Can you see these Demis? Do you see this dent in here? Oh, see me, hi. See this dent? I've had this 01 since February. I use it almost every day. The 03, can you see that? I've had that 03 since November. Now, I use Demi most days, but if I'm doing a brand for, let's say, like, you know, Good Apple, well, actually, I still use Demi with, you know, when I'm paid by a brand to do a TikTok, then I really do try to use only their makeup. But if, you know, Good Apple, Kat Von D Good Apple sends me her cream foundation to try, and I do it in a video, and she doesn't send me her concealer, I use Demi. But if a brand sends me their concealer, I use their concealer because of course I'm going to, it's their brand. So, but I use Demi most days, and you use so little. Look at that. These are $22, or maybe they're $24 now. I think we had a little price increase. But look, I mean, they last forever, okay? So when I went to New York last week, I wanted to just take a carry-on, which is a miracle. And I took this and this with a mascara and some skincare. This is it. This is all I took to New York. And I will tell you, put my makeup on the morning and we hit the streets and we walked and we walked and we walked. We walked all day, all 3 days I was there. My feet were bloody stumps, but guess what? My makeup, when I took it off at the end of the night, looked exactly the same. And people would comment on how beautiful my skin looked. So let me tell you, this is beautiful makeup and it's worth every penny. So here's the minimum you need, okay? This little palette, I think is about $17. The silver one's more, but I actually prefer the black, or there's a new one called Maple, which is like a tobacco color and it looks so rich. I'll probably get that next. But this can hold 4 large pans, okay? Here I have created a little eyeshadow palette, but you could do a pan of foundation, a pan of bronzer, a pan of blush, and 2 Demi. Ideally, I like to put women in 3 Demi, but if you're trying to do the bare minimum, this is what you can get away with, okay? So let's just say in this little compact, and by the way, when you fill the compact, you get a $15 credit. So this compact is $2. That's it. You're gonna pay $2 and no shipping, because now I think we're over $75 or something like that. So no shipping, and this beautiful palette's $2, okay? So hear me out. You still need to get color matched. I always have my color match in any of my social media links, always says free color match. Here on YouTube, if you click on the title of the video, a menu drops down. I will always have my free color match, okay? Do not email me, please. I am overwhelmed with emails every single day, and I cannot handle any personal emails. So go only to my color match link, or you can email me always at the Seint email, which is colormatchbymichelle@gmail.com, okay? That's fine, because that's separate and it's not gonna get lost. But when you mix in with my personal emails from my agency and my brands, and then other brands, and then other affiliates I'm with, it's so confusing. You will get lost. You'll think I'm ignoring you, and I'm not. Okay, so you need to get color matched, no problem. But you are gonna do 1 highlight. That's a foundation, okay? Ideally, I like to put women in 2 highlights because nobody's face is all one color, but we're gonna do Seint on a budget, 1 foundation, which is called a highlight, which is so confusing. I can't stand the term of highlight, because you think of highlight as like a pearly, you know, something you put on your face to give you a beautiful highlight. But no, we call those illuminators. You don't need that on a budget. We're gonna stick to basics. You need a highlight, which is AKA foundation. You need a bronzer. Now, if you're the type of person that is like, Michelle, I just do not wear bronzer, I don't like bronzer, great. You get to skip that step. But I put everyone in Bella unless you're darker than like, if you're darker than like Halle Berry, I'll probably bump you up to Heat Waves. But basically everyone is Bella. And then everyone gets one highlight. This is Seint on a budget. And then I want you to pick one blush. Now, sometimes I hear, oh, the Seint blushes don't stay on. They do. You have to put them on heavier. So here's what happens. When we start to do this to our face, you know, or even rub the cream blush in, look, that's already pinker than this. You bring blood to the surface. So what people see is they're doing this. There's nothing on this brush, okay? They're doing this, and look at how pinky my cheeks are. You're bringing blood to the surface, and they're like, oh, okay, that's enough. And then in a few minutes, like 5 minutes, when that blood circulation has gone away, now you're left with not enough blush. So I almost want you to over blush a little bit, because I promise you it's gonna fade when that blood circulation quiets down, okay? Also, our satin blushes last longer. And pink grapefruit to me is almost like this Demi R5. It's just this like very universal, bright, happy pink that when you put it on, looks like you did this and brought a little pretty pink to your surface of your skin, okay? So go with a satin. Satins stay on longer than gloss or semi-gloss, okay? So you're gonna do a highlight, a bronzer, a blush. That's it. You need 2 demi. Now, if you're gonna skip the bronzer, you can do 3 demi. Most women need Y01 because it's great for around the nose, or if we get purpley red on our chin, or sometimes I get those big dents in my nose from wearing glasses and they get red, so I'll put a little Y01 there. Most women need Y01 for rosacea. Okay, 03 is for, remember, here's my dents, but look, see? That 03 cancels that dark blue purple, but don't tell me that you still see it. You don't see the color cancels the color, see? But when I do this, there's my dents. That's a 3-dimensional issue. Makeup cannot help you with a 3-dimensional issue. That is either surgery or filler, and I'm not even gonna touch on that subject today, okay? So this is just color canceling color. It's all it does. It's not coverage, it's not concealer, it's color canceling color. And that's why my under eye, look at how hydrated and pretty that looks, and it's not creasing. And when people are real close up to me, my under eye is just luminous. Don't you want a luminous under eye? There's nothing pretty about dry, cakey concealer. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it on young women. I can't stand it on mature women. So most women will do 03 in their tear trough. If you are deeper skin, if you have that deeper olive skin and you have those dark, almost like black circles, you're gonna need 07, which is bright orange. And let me tell you, it knocks that dark. I use it on commercials all the time on my deeper skin actors. And then I love 01, which also goes under this whole eye, and it's what highlights, and I put it in this outer corner, and it really lifts my outer eye. Like, it gives me more of a, look at that, look more of an almond eye. It really lifts. So you could do 2 to 3 demi, okay? And I might tell you you need 3 demi, but if you're on a budget, you don't have to buy all 3. You can buy 2, and a month later or 2 months later, buy another one. But the great thing is you're gonna have them forever, okay? So 1 highlight, 1 bronzer, 1 blush, 2 demi, okay? And then a little palette. All of that comes to $90 subtotal. You're not gonna pay shipping, you will pay tax. And then, like I said, this is $2, okay? $90 subtotal for your entire face. Now, if you are the type where you need more than 1 highlight, but you can't afford more than 1 highlight, go to the drugstore and buy yourself a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer, put that all over the face to even you out, and then go in with the Seint foundation and just kind of put it where you need it. Most of us need it in this like T-zone, you know? Oftentimes our foreheads look good, but we're kind of like sun damage or ruddy through the cheeks. We need it here. So you could always even out your skin first with a beautiful BB cream or tinted moisturizer. And then you can go in and use a little bit of foundation here and there, and it extends this product and it extends the Seint product. So there you go. Now, I really think that every single woman in the world needs the demi brush, the bright brush. You know, I use the Y01 with this side and I use the 03 with this side. I love the bright brush. I think it's $24. So now if you add that, now you're Seint on a budget plus a brush, but you don't have to. You can go to the art store and try to find brushes that are similar to the spot brush, look at that, and the bright brush, which is a little bit fluffier, okay? I think you could probably find similar at the art store. I just personally haven't. So if you go to the art store and you find similar, let us know in comments, because I'm all about helping women. I just want you to look and feel beautiful. And the testimonies I get from you mean so much to me. When you tell me that you finally feel cute after many years of not, when you tell me that your friends are like, what are you doing differently? When you tell me that your husband is like, wow, you know, that is like the biggest repayment to me. That is the biggest like feeling of gratitude. I love helping you look and feel better, because even though makeup is vain, makeup, hair, fashion, it's all vain, right? But it lifts our mood. You walk with your head a little higher when you feel cute, when you got that little like pop of color on your cheek and that little glowy look. You feel cute. Don't tell me you don't. It totally is a mood changer, okay? It totally is. So I want to help you feel that. And if you have to do it on a budget, that's great. Do it on a budget. Buy less and then slowly, like each month, maybe buy one more thing. And that's the beautiful thing about building your own palette, is you get to decide what you put in here. And when you run out, you throw it out and put a new one in. Is that so easy? It is so easy. It makes so much sense to me. Okay. And even though I love my Mob Beauty, this is way heavier, way more expensive. Okay. The Seint is really, to me, drugstore prices. When I went to buy the Neutrogena foundation in the glass jar that I did a few weeks ago, that was $16. Well, that's the same price as this. But this is beautiful in my textured areas, and at the end of the day still looks really creamy and soft and radiant, whereas a liquid at the end of the day looks dry and shows all my texture. This is why I believe in this. This is why I turned so many women onto this. It makes your skin look like skin. And liquid foundation, even though there's some great formulas I love out there, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna show more texture here with a liquid than with a cream. I stand and die on that hill. I stand and die on that hill. I am the hugest believer in cream makeup, okay? All right, we're at 22 minutes. I gotta go, but I just wanted you to know you can do a whole face in this cute little palette. We even make little double-decker ones. So if you know you want to grow over time, you can even get a little double-decker. This is a 4, you could get an 8, okay? Totally up to you. With Christmas coming up, what a fun gift for someone in your family, just to start them off with a little bit, give them a little taste of Seint, and then when they fall in love with it, they can expand and start growing their collection. You know, it's a really great Christmas gift, right? So I hope that helps. I really want you to know that I am very aware of the inflation, and I'm very aware that money is just so tight for so many families. But you want to look cute, and what a great way. I mean, over time, we're all spending less money on makeup when we do this. I rarely buy makeup anymore. If I do, I buy it for my YouTube. I don't buy makeup for TikTok. I don't buy makeup for Instagram. I just either do this or I talk about all the brands that send me free stuff. So it's better for the planet. It's better for our pocketbook. It's better for our beautiful faces. So I'm so thankful you're here. Thank you so much. Please subscribe if you want more mature content. Next week, I am going to do troubleshooting questions with Seint, okay? And I'll apply my makeup. Let's do a fun look. Some of you asked for more color on the eyes, so let's do a colorful eye next week while I talk about troubleshooting the most frequently asked questions that I get on the daily from those of you who have Seint. So put questions, if you have questions, if you just cannot make something work and you haven't emailed me yet, put it in comments and hopefully your question will make my video next week. But next week is troubleshooting, but let's do a fun, colorful eye, okay? Subscribe. Let's help get to 40,000. It's so exciting. Check back Saturday for my whole entire video on Mob Beauty and my new lipstick, but just know I think it's sold out right now. And I think that's it. Thank you for help with Tate. I really love and appreciate so many of you. I'm so happy you're here. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.